Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
Hello and welcome everyone to Roulette Rivals World Championships 2022. Today we have a Group D game between Dhaka, the 6-time RR champion, and Observer, returning rival Dhaka. 11 wins, 4 losses. Pretty healthy stats on our first map of Al-Sagal here. Already mocks. That's good to see. It's always good to see chat in good mocking form. It's great. But yeah, we just gotta quickly talk about the stats. Seagal, true. Dhaka, you know, he has stats like this on every single map. His stats are unreal on every single map here. 11 wins, 4 losses. I see Ebla Muddy here. Mate, we won't see a draw today, I can tell you that much with Dhaka and Observer. Observer been here to Seagal twice and hasn't won on either occasion, but you know, the stuff that's been coming out of Seagal recently with the newer strats, etc. In terms of the emetic gas grenade, the chapel start, etc. Would be interesting to see that with the right spin. I can definitely see Observer taking this. I said in the admin chat earlier, I'll put my money on Observer for the Seagal spin, as it will come through here, and it will be. So Washington, a circumcision knife as Jebediah Block, and Sophia Washington, letter opener as the architect. And quick spin. It's definitely a quick spin. That Sophia kill is very, very quick. The Jebediah Block and the circumcision knife. You know, Observer did play with Infun in the Providence Cup, of course, and Infun showed off some beautiful grabs for Jebediah Block with the fire extinguisher and the breacher. It was proper beautiful. So hopefully we see Observer bring that through here, as he will be the first to load in. The circumcision knife is somewhere in that custodian start area. You never dare tell him about it. You've just done it without telling. That is based as fucking fun. That is based. He shows on, yeah, he's watched his game back and be like, oh my god, Infun did that without telling me. What? But Dhaka will be the first to load in, theoretically. Observer will have an immediate replan after a long thinking about it. Dhaka starting as the ARC member. You could question that for sure. But, you know, it could be sensible, of course. The Jebediah Block we typically grabbed, you know, with the with the peekaboo, of course, and you need a disguise that is not the architect or any of the other disguises up here to peekaboo, of course. And I really do like that decision. I am affiliate, yeah, but you have to go for all the money tax stuff. And I don't know all the money tax stuff. But Observer will climb up through here. Yeah, I don't know what this room's for. I'll just call it the radio room. We'll pick up the letter opener, and this will be a quick kill for Observer here. Dhaka getting an isolation off on to Zoe here. It's not. What about this game is consistent though? Let's be honest. but Ducker will stop into the elite guard after knocking out Zoe and her guard, of course, here with the phone lure straight from the Guild Arc member. ThatObserver does have that first kill done in very quick fashion. Ducker only having Zoe isolated for the moment, but you know, this Sophia kill won't be much of an issue. You know, just needs a successful radio lure, which ain't the hardest things in the world. Of course, the letter opener right behind the architect, not exactly the hardest of disguises to grab. As Observer now by the door in the bathroom. So yeah, you could say, because I don't know. It's an interesting one, isn't it? This is why I actually really love Segale recently. It's purely because of the difference in strategies. As Observer now, we'll get Seeker off on to Zoe. Nicely done there for Observer. We'll get Throw Strategy as well. On to our guard, of course. You don't have to knock out Sophia's guard, Zoe's guard. You do. This map's weird like that. But he will get a knockout onto the guard anyway. Of course, we'll have to move Zoe after a bit, after KOing her here, which he will opt to do. And I would assume you see him swap into the elite guard to go grab the circumcision knife, perhaps. Yeah, this is a really good start from Observer here, picking up the SMG. And you know, you could say custodian start, but I think people will just see that Sophia kill and go, yeah, fuck it, I'm doing that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, they see a really quick kill for Sophia. And if you see a quick kill, you go for it most of the time. So that could lead Observer in that direction. As he is a circumcision knife in the morgue, and I'm just an absolute mug. Is it actually? Wow, I'm not like a right mug here. No, it is. Yeah, no, it isn't in the. I didn't know. Yeah, I thought it weren't in the morgue. Observer, he looks like the mug now. But Ducker now will also get this first kill off on to Sophia. No room in the box, so we'll have to just leave her here for the time being. Both players also having Zoe isolated here, but neither with the block disguise, and it will have to go grab the. Yeah, you would think he'd be in the block, wouldn't you? Observer will make his way outside here and through into the. Well, I don't know what floor it's on. I can't tell you that much, but it is in this area. As he will open up the door, will be a bit of impact, but can run through here. Safe and sound. Has to dodge the camera, of course. Not that bad of a thing to go and take care of. We'll just shoot the box here. Of course, crowbar in it would be an illegal action, not as the custodian. But it's a simple enough grab here. We'll have the circumcision knife. Just needs the Jebediah block disguise now. Has a disguise which will be allowed up there. But it'll be interesting to see whether or not he actually does opt to go around that way or what, and how he grabs the disguise here. We'll go outside into the courtyard and up the stairs here to the Jebediah block area. Ducker in the meantime will also get to the Jebediah first. Has a emetic gas device which he will use. This will send Jebediah to this cliff edge here. It is a bit of a pain where he goes, really. Observer doing the exact same thing here, but we'll use a Taunton. Has everyone turned around, and we'll be able to trank him off. Pretty nicely done for Observer. We'll trank the Raider there just for a bit of safety, and we'll grab the disguise. Nicely done by Observer. Just needs to get that kill down on Zoe, and we'll be fine with that exit very soon. So yeah, Observer, Jebediah block is trespassing in the helipad, but it's fine. Just come through into the gallery here. We'll open up the door into the bathroom. We'll get a kill off onto Zoe eventually. Observer now with both kills down. We have to swap back into the art member, which of course the burial, the ceremony hasn't started. The effigy hasn't started. Not the effigy. Good. The ceremony for James hasn't started. So he could go to the helipad, but no, he will opt to go to the security. I don't know what this exit is. It's the pipe by the security hub, whatever you want to call it. He will make his way down to this exit here, and the Observer will be taking Segale here. Ducker does have the block disguise, but we'll have to swap back into the elite guard. Anyway, she's wasting even a bit more time here. Observer with a bit of impact will distract these two. They will go outside scream, and we'll get a bit of whoosh. Might work in his favour here, perhaps. We'll have to wait for them to move. Observer, don't rush it. Take your time, man. I've already said you should have won them up, and he should. The guards will run past here. He will make his way to the exit. Observer will take our first map here, of course, being Segale. Ducker's map pick, and yeah, it's always good to win the first map against someone like Ducker. It's always good to win the first map against Ducker. Yeah, you don't want to be hurt at a disadvantage straight away, and Observer. His map pick will be next, and that's another plus. You have taken Ducker's map pick, which is always good. And to have your first win on Segal against Ducker, that's great. And it will be on to Santa Fortuna, our second map here. Of course, picked by Observer. We'll head to a short break before seeing what Santa Fortuna has in store.
Good morning, 47. Our Providence contact has shared the identity of the Shadow Client, a former mercenary and bodyguard by the name of Lucas Gray. His past is a black void, but our analysts are digging deep. Meanwhile, we've had a breakthrough of our own. Comparing the malicious attack patterns with global shipping and transportation routes, we've figured out how Mr. Gray and his paramilitaries move around the world undetected. They're using the distribution network of the Delgado cartel, Colombia's biggest drug manufacturer. Clearly, Gray must have struck a deal with the Delgados. Consequently, if we can cripple the cartel, we can severely limit the malicious strike range. But to do so, we need to slay a three-headed serpent. Sociopathic cartel head Rico Delgado and his two closest lieutenants, PR guru Andrea Martinez and savant chemist Jorge Franco. With equal parts guts and guile, Rico Delgado runs a thriving billion-dollar criminal empire. The word is, the brutal and volatile cartel head is hell-bent on becoming the #1 drug lord in the world. To achieve this, Martinez, a childhood friend of Delgado's, has been buttering up state leaders and decision-makers, paving the way for an expansion of the Delgado logistics network, while the brilliant but aloof and antisocial Franco has been hard at work developing a new type of super cocaine. So, 3 of Colombia's most infamous crime lords inhabiting a decidedly hostile environment. I will leave you to prepare.
So yeah, welcome back here. Of course, Santa Fortuna will be our second map here, picked by Observer. Of course, we will have a map 3 to be played, which I actually don't know. Actually, this is poor for me. I don't know what the third map is, and we'll have to wait and see, I suppose. But we do have a really good map coming up here. Santa Fortuna, of course, you know, it's been great with the Red Fox strat, etc. I'm sure Observer will know how to do the Red Fox strat, and he's going to demonstrate it to us at the moment. It's always good. Good to see. Put LMO, put another card. If you want me to. No, I'm joking. I'll ramble on for 3 minutes. Blame him for fun. Infun's been slandered enough today. I think we should keep on doing it. Yeah, we do see Observer, you know, do this Red Fox strat. It's one of the few things Red Fox has actually done that's consistent, and it has made such a difference. Most Santa spins are made so much more easier because of it. Especially the suit ones, just any real Santa spin. You know, this strat will cover most of them. Most of the spins on Santa comfortably, and will still be the most effective, efficient strat. And someone like Darker, I don't know if he'll knows the Red Fox strats or can comfortably do it all the time. Players due to I think that's reasonable reasoning for that. Fun. We don't want to hear Joker ramble on for 3 minutes, so we're going to actually make it a 3-minute break so the cutscene lasts the entire time. That's what it should be. But yeah, again, look at the stats, not heavily favourable for each player. Observer been in here 3 times, winning once, losing twice. Ducker has been here a total of 14 times, winning on 5 of them occasions, losing 8 times. I think this is actually Ducker's worst map stats wise. There's not many other maps that he has less than 50% win rate on. So yeah, it's another map where Observer could potentially sneak it here. Again, the stats definitely, it's hard to favour someone here due to the stats, but you know, Ducker, the experience on the bigger maps definitely does help, even if you've lost 8 times, but you've still played it on 14 occasions, you know. So that definitely would play part, you know, the experience, knowing what you're doing, not getting lost, not just getting almost overwhelmed by the map, etc. Lots of the little things that can play into one of these bigger maps here, which is Santa Fortuna, of course, is arguably one of the hardest roulette maps. You could argue Haven potentially, but you know, it's gonna be An interesting map here as Observer will just knock out Rico here and dump him anyways. As our spin will arrive now, it will be Rico Delgado, letter opener as the band member, Jorge Flanco, folding knife as the shaman, and fallen object sub-engineer for Andrea Martinez. And I would assume this is a Red Fox Harris Haven Chrome. It just is hard. Yeah, we'll just, because I'm bad at it, it means it's hard. This is how it goes in this small part of the world. But yeah, it's definitely be Red Fox Strat as Observer does load straight in. Yeah, it's slow, especially it's just that Jorge kill mainly. You know, a bit of a dragging for Andrea, but other than that, I mean, you could do the kill live if you wanted to. You could try it. Rico can be found on the bridge if you don't carry it. Oh, can he really? Can he? Really, that's good. That's good to know. But Duck will load in. There's the mansion stuff. You know, both charts basically similar, really. It's just the Red Fox gets Rico in such a more favourable position. You have a Seeker tier to use on Jorge, which we will always see be used basically pretty much, and it's just really effective as Observer will get a peek off. On to Rico here, will pull out his Seeker as Rico will start moving. I don't think he wanted him to go this way, but he will get a Seeker off. Nevertheless, really good stuff for Observer, and he will make his way out of the mansion. Duck again a knockout on to Rico here. We'll leave him outside. And we'll do a throw stretch in here. Just get one of the mansion guards coming through here. The sub engineer has really, wow. That's fantastic, isn't it? That's good to know. But Duck, I guess, does get knocked out. Onto one of the mansion guards here outside the garage will also drag Rico in here. So definitely successful isolation for Duck here as Observer. We'll have Rico coming out of the mansion here. Onto the bridge. Duck will open up the secret tunnel. Of course, has a Seeker on him, I'd like to say. So we'll go down here just to get the Hackle covert, which is down here. Observer getting a knockout onto both guards and Rico. And we'll leave him here for the meantime. Might even try and go for the sub-engineer before getting to Andrea, perhaps? I don't know. Can you do it? Probably not, because it's a longer run than I think. But Ducker does have a Hackle down. We'll come all the way down into the caves here. We usually would see Andrea just isolated next, but you know, might go for the kill differently, going for a live, etc., whatever. And we'll make his way through here. We'll get a knockout onto one of the elite guards, and the other one is where? Oh, he's in the bottom of the bar. Okay, that makes sense. As the Observer will get a knockout onto Andrea here, and will rush his way over to the submarine engineer next. So there's definitely something to be careful of then, isn't it? That Rico thing being found. We did have a submarine engineer. Was it in the Providence Cup final? And it didn't cause. Oh, it was yesterday actually. It was Pac versus TK. That didn't cause any issues with Rico being. But actually, no, none of them did Red Fox, so I don't know. Karen Andrew, yeah, well, you can, can't you? There's the coconuts outside, but you know, these players know more about Santa than I do, so not much to complain about here as Observer. We'll stop into the submarine engineer here. We'll make his way back over to Andrea. Yeah, it's not just the shand of the plant part side. You have the coconuts, of course, just to knock out onto the guard, which Ducker is somehow distracted here. So that's basically Ducker setting up the kill now, I would say. As Observer really is far ahead. Does have the submarine engineer. Will drag Andrea outside now. You'd hope he would get the knockout first, perhaps. Yeah, he will go and grab his shovel for a knockout. No, we'll do a throw extraction with the guard first. Then has a breacher. To do so, that breacher, I'm assuming is just for the folding knife, which definitely would make sense. You know, you can try and get the key, you can try and crowbar open, you could try crowbar open, but it is a pretty hard task, as Observer will get a knockout onto the street soldier here, and we'll dump him. And sure, in terms of loadout wise, most Santa Fortunas aren't loadout heavy, but this one certainly isn't. You know, the Red Force Strap basically covers all you need for every Santa spin, you know, so it's not that bad. Ducker will also change to the sub-engineer here. Observer will dump Andrea outside of the meeting room window here. Yeah, an observer now. What's he going to try and do? Take out the cameras. Of course, we'll distract someone, but it's not the end of the world at all. And is he going to take out? Is he going to grab the letter opener now? I would assume. No, we'll take out the camera. Go destroy the camera box. We'll get a bit of impact from the people inside. Of course, we'll have to leave the letter opener up there for now. But we'll come back down here nevertheless. A shot of that is really good awareness from observer actually. Knowing that them people up there can see you, that is really good awareness to distract them there. It's beautiful stuff from observer. We'll drag Andrea under the coconuts here. We'll get her just under, I hope, and we'll shoot the coconuts here, and misses. Their toes weren't close enough. Observer with a restart now. Really unfortunate stuff. So says Ducker will hopefully show us how to do it here, as he will, as a sub-engineer, will then prepare Andrea for this. We'll dump her out the window yet. Yeah, we'll dump her out the window now. I don't know if he's taken care of the guard already yet, but we'll also dump Paolo outside, so it seems to be he'll be hiding both of them bodies, of course. Or only Paolo, actually, of course. God, how could I say such a thing? Already has the guard taken care of. We will also do the shot distraction up onto this blue house here to distract that one person that can sometimes see you, or does see you, I don't know. Whatever one's off. Yeah, it's really unlucky. Ducker will also get a bullet impact on them people up there. We'll drag her a lot closer, and a lot closer than what Observer did, and this will be the kill for Ducker here. We'll get his green guns back in. We'll swap into the street soldier. I'm assuming he did take the layer opener, as he will move towards the band member now. Of course, not that hard of a grab either. Whichever your two approaches, you can either use a fuse box to get this guy outside, or do the throw distraction to crowbar the other side door. And he will turn off the fuse box as well while he waits. Reload his pistol in the meantime, as the guy inside the band member house will come through here. We'll swap into his clothes. Observer waiting on the bridge for Rico as Ducker now in the band member disguise. Have to get into the mansion, of course. The perks are not doing Red Fox Strat. Or the perks of the Red Fox Strat even is you do get him on the bridge. You can get him it's really accessible. Going to the garage will be a bit harder, but of course, you know, still totally doable. And I hope Ducker did grab the letter opener. He didn't, but he will grab the folding knife first here. The only letter opener on the map is the one in the compound, right? And hopefully he will track back and realise that. Turn left? No, he won't turn left. Ooh. I think he did. I thought. Okay, I'm going to take. More people have said he has than he hadn't. So yeah, he did. Okay, good. Good Ducker. Will make his way through the bar here. Of course, actually can get through here. And this method will distract the barman, of course. Has already had this door open, so it won't be locked. Has both the elite thugs down here knocked out. We'll have the garage tunnel opened as well. So really good for Ducker there. Really good understanding. Really just going through this way, knowing that he will just come back up through this way. Has the key card as well. Will unlock the door here and make his way up for this Rico kill. Really good stuff. Now for Ducker, just had one kill remaining. Possibly not exactly the hardest one. It'll just be possibly the longest one, because the shaman can be a bit meh, you know. Ducker will also distract this mansion guard. Please go around the right way. Actually, don't go round through and spot the bodies. I know what you're like. My fingers are crossed there. Alright, good, he turned around. I don't know why, but I was really scared there. I know that guard can do again. Good from Ducker, of course. That guard can sometimes hear this kill, even with both kills shot. And Ducker will also throw. That's why he hears it, because he didn't actually kill him with it. But yeah, Ducker will get this kill down. Onto Rico, will swap into the mansion guard here, and be interesting to see if he gets the shaman first or Ice's Jorge first. And a throw trooper Jerry. That's such a Serbia moment. I can't lie. Observer now back to where he was last time. We'll do a throw distraction onto this street soldier here. Of course, ripped last time to just missing the coat, and hopefully he drags her a lot closer and is a bit more generous with how much room he gives Andrea. under the coconuts. We'll get a knockout onto the street soldier here and we'll box him. I think he will go up and grab. Hopefully he grabs the letter opener this time. But of course that's where he didn't and would have had more time to add on last time. And yeah, really good stuff from Observer here. We'll dump him out the window. We'll jump Andrea out the window even, and we'll make his way through here. Really good stuff for Observer. We'll now do a shot distraction, of course, onto this blue heart. I don't know who's actually up there, but someone's up there. As Ducker will do a throw distraction to get Jorge standing still for an easy shot here. Observer does get the kill down this time. Really nicely done from Observer there. Ducker has Jorge second coming towards the bathroom here. Of course, we'll get him knocked out first. We talk about how useless Jorge's guards are. As soon as you knock him out, they just bugger off. Observer a knockout onto this one. We don't see it often. Typically, just see it and just see a throw distraction onto her. But this is nice actually. Could be quicker. I don't know. We'll come into this room anyway. Swap into the band member Observer with lots of catch up though. However, and look at that. My admin team does something. Wow. Whoa, that's bog. Mods did actually time out someone, ban someone good. I'm used to doing that. Oh yeah, it's cringe indeed, man. But they're bots, they don't feel anything about it, do they? Mod abuse. True, in fun banning random people innocently. That's the biggest mod abuse ever. I'm trying to be famous, of course, Pidgey. I thought you were already famous enough, man. Was that RR8 win not big enough for you? Are you going to win RRWC now just to become even more famous? Pidgey wants the clout from winning RRWC. He doesn't care about winning, he just wants the clout. So yeah, Observer will be approaching Rico here, but got a bit scared by that NPC walking up there, but it's all fine here as Ducker will come and get a trank off onto the Shaman. And what's his mate's name? What's his name? I don't know. I want to say Gregory Arthur, but it ain't Gregory Arthur. I don't know why I'm thinking Gregory Arthur. It might be, but what do I know? What do I know, eh? Just a clueless twat about this game. I don't know anything. Gregory. Okay, so I was close enough. Yeah, I was close enough. Gregory Yeager. Alright. But Ducker now has the Charm Disguise. Will make his way down into the cocoa fields. We'll have to try and get his way past Jorge's guard, who is sitting down, staring into the creek here, wishing he does a better job. Any in-game sound? Can we get some? I do have. Ducker's not. It's not loud enough. I had to turn it down for someone yesterday, so
Something strange is happening.
well, that's a bit loud.
Check it out.
Is that good? Oh no, I turned it down for someone yesterday because they were talking. Yeah, well, yeah, you could have asked me when the game started, Pidgey. I can't lie. But yeah, Ducker now does have this Jorge kill nice and done, makes his way through the fields nicely. We'll get a kill now onto Jorge, all kills done. Has the block guard here as well for a quick, nice exit from Ducker. Does beat the Red Fox strat, but we see from Observer the Red Fox strat would be a lot quicker in terms of the in-game time as Ducker will exit anyways. That rip from Observer being very costly, just mistiming the coconuts there, and or misjudging even the coconuts, and Ducker will exit Santa Fortuna and will take Santa Fortuna. Not as washed as yeah, that is true. But our map 3 will be coming through here, and I mean, it will be Paris. I hope it's Paris at least. I'm pretty sure it will be. Ducker does show the rating screen, so hopefully the 5-star. There you do anyways. And yeah, Paris will be the next map. Arguably one of Ducker's best maps. He is pretty good at Paris. He is pretty good at Paris, I can't lie. Ducker is. And it's definitely going to be a real test for Observer to try and win this Paris here. But it's beatable. And given the right spin, I can definitely see Observer still win this Paris here. Really unfortunate, you could say, with the Santa, but we will head to a quick break and then stats from Ducker. Wow. Oh, they're impressive. And we'll head to a quick break before seeing our map 3, our first tiebreaker of RRWC.
Good evening, 47. Your destination is the Paris Fashion Show by Sanguine, one of Europe's leading couture brands. Your targets are Sanguine owner Viktor Novikov, a former oligarch turned fashion mogul, and his partner Dalia Margolis, a retired supermodel, an iconic power couple on the global fashion scene, and two of the most dangerous people in the world. Novikov and Margolis are in fact the ringleaders of Iago, an enigmatic spy ring that deals in the global elite's most valuable secrets. Unscrupulous and opportunistic, Iago has caused disastrous security leaks all over the globe. When Crimean separatists caused a deadly meltdown at the Odessa nuclear power plant, Iago gave them access to the plant's security network. And when the Delgado drug cartel shot down the plane of President Hernandez and his family, Iago provided the classified flight plans. Now Novikov and Margolis have obtained a knock list of British undercover agents, which they plan to sell at a secret Iago auction during the Sanguine show. So our client, MI6, need us to stop the ringleaders before the knock list ends up in the wrong hands. The Sanguine show will be swarming with security, and Viktor Novikov will be the focus of everyone's attention. But despite his posturing, he is merely the money man. The real target is Dalia Margolis. Beautiful and brilliant, she is a master manipulator and the true brains behind Iago. Two targets, a highly public event. At first glance, an impossible task. Then again, I do know how you love a challenge. I will leave you to prepare.
So yeah, welcome back. Of course, Paris will be our first tiebreaker of Roulette Rivals World Championships. And how long until this joke gets sold? Really? Of course, the stats heavily in Ducker's favour, but we did say about Segal. You know, Ducker's been here 17 times, won it 12 of them occasions, lost it 4 times, tied it once. That tie was it was a photo finish tie as well. You know, so like he is pretty good at this map. Observer been in there twice and losing it on both occasions. But you know, we had something similar on Segal, and Observer still came out on top. And you know, it could be a recurring theme on this game. The person I say will probably win the map will probably lose it. But yeah, I mean, Ducker is definitely gonna be well practiced on this map. When won't he be practiced on the map? Segal, really, it's just how I pronounce it, innit? No, it's just how. Segal. It's just that, innit? But yeah, our power spin will be coming through now. Will be our first tiebreak for RRWC, and it will be Viktor Novikov. Explosion accident as Paris staff and shotgun auction staff for Dalia. Oh, this is a quick one. This is a quick spin, I can't lie. This is a pretty quick spin. Not much else to say really, is there? It is a very, very quick one. Oh, yeah, but just yeah. Well, yeah. Oh no. Oh, I don't know whether they're pro. I mean, there's propanes by pallet staff, so you can drive by them. Like the pallet staffs in the kitchen, but there are propanes by pallet staff, so like a drive-by could be a viable option. Then of course just run to the helipad exit or wherever. The Ducker will load in, starting as The tech crew observer opting to start from the drive. Yeah, observer opting to start the auction. We'll get a bump onto Dahlia. Of course, sure, I'm getting my targets mixed up. And we'll go sick right away, of course. Auction staff, very easy to grab right off the bat. We'll grab him right here. Observer, just keep playing, man. Not much time to waste against Ducker, who now has Victor Novikov isolated really quickly in good manner there, and probably head down to the basement where a shotgun stash will be. Probably grab a pallet staff while he's down here as well. Of course, there are propanes in the pantry, so this will be actually a pretty quick kill for Victor in that regard. There is a free disguise there, I'm pretty sure, for the pallet staff. Could be Silas, I don't know. What do I know? As Observer making a really long run down the attic to grab his shotgun. Pretty long a stash. I mean, the stash points for loud, or the energy pickups even on Paris aren't the greatest. Likewise, the stash is no real good stash points. Except from the library, I think it's called. That's a pretty good one. But Observer, the rip, not good at all. Don't want to be giving Ducker a 120 lead on Paris here. And he will make his way up to Victor. We'll do this kill remotely, so we'll have to make his way back down. And, yeah, I mean, it's a good start for Ducker here. We'll shoot the propane. We'll drop the remote taser and just now needs the pallet staff. Might even go for the Dali kill first, perhaps. Then go back down and exit in the basement after grabbing the pallet staff, so to say. And he will make his way into this. Well, this is called the library, I'm pretty sure. And it does have books on it, so you would assume it's the library. And he will distract the auction staff in here. We'll pick up the bust and we'll just carry this guy with a bust here. We'll shut the doors as well. Really good stuff from Darker here, Observer, running back through the attic here. Not opting to grab the auction staff first, I think. So we'll do that later on. Dahlia is thrown up at the moment, so good stuff for Observer there. Ducker with a shotgun has the auction staff, will make his way downstairs as he disconnects from the Hitman service. It's always good when that happens. Peacock clear. But we'll make his way down here. We'll go for the pallet staff. What one's this? I don't know what one's usually grabbed, but he's grabbing one, and that's pretty good. And we'll do, yeah, simple throw extraction in it. We'll just have to have a KO onto him soon. Good stuff from Ducker, who have this first kill onto Victor done soon. But Observer does snag that first kill of Paris, the kill onto Dahlia, and this would be interesting as Ducker does also get his kill now. Victor Novikov does get killed, and this is definitely going to be a bit close, I reckon, if Observer can't get the fireworks remote, etc. Make his way down, grab a pallet staff, and, grab a propane in time. This could be close, I'd say. But Ducker now in the auction staff definitely has something up his sleeve. I can tell from his movements. That's something for sure. Dahlia is not outside. Observer still with a bunch of restarts. Found trespassing once again in the attic. Ducker will take out a shotgun from his briefcase and make his way up to the up to Dahlia here. Does set up the fireworks now, and yes, this is a pretty safe GG, so to say. All Ducker has to do is shoot a door and pump Dahlia in the back. The bodyguard up here is on their way downstairs, so this is just basically done and dusted for Ducker, who got the kill on to Dahlia there, and will make his way down the pipe here for the quick close helipad exit. Ducker will take the first decider, the first tiebreaker of RRWC, which is Paris, and will be taking the score in the game 4-2. Technically takes the win, but Observer ain't like he didn't get anything. He does still get 4 points, 2 points even from this game. It's not sort of 3 points for winning, no points for losing. But Ducker does exit here, taking Paris, keeping up his very good record here on Paris, so to say. And Ducker 4-13 in game time. Really solid on that Paris Observer. Would have been really interesting to see how that played out if he hadn't have ripped in the attic areas. But yeah, it will be a GG here for Ducker, winning 4-2, coming back after that Arcegale loss to win Santa Fortuna and Paris in dominant fashion. Yeah, really good stuff from Ducker there, and yeah, we'll see what that does to our brackets here. It is a Group D game. I hope it is. Yeah, it is. It is a Group D game. Of course, Ducker now, after his first game, 4 points on the board. Observer also has 4 points on the board, but has played 2 games. But arguably the 2 hardest players, GK Punk and Ducker, he has played against already, taking 2 points off the pair of them. So, not a bad start for Observer at all. Ducker, 4 points from his first game. Really good stuff from him. We will see our upcoming matches now. I do know there's 2 games on at the moment. Chromex versus FE302 is currently being casted by Nini. Leo Perk versus Oh Shit Man is also happening live at Throat. So I guess we'll go to Throat first because that game started later. So theoretically it should be done sooner. Theoretically, I add. But Mendoza and Ambrose could be quick. Later on today, Miklas versus Infun at 19 CST on Wilson Creek and Dartmoor based common Infun W, as we all say. The Dartmoor pick. Oof. Solid. Pajero versus Hashashin on New York and Ambrose at 20 CST, then 21 CST. Swastik versus Yanini. Dubai and Haven. Ebla Muddy versus Exotic. 23 CST, then at 1 AM CST. So to tie off the night, Observer will be playing T0. And I think there is another game at 1 AM. I think. But here maps is not showing it. But yeah, that's a good game indeed. We'll be going over to Throat once I actually work out how to raid properly. I should be able to do this quickly. Where's the button? There it is. We will now raid Throats to see how the other game's getting on. It is on Marrakesh. Unfortunately, did take Berlin off Leo Perk, and we're currently on Marrakesh even. With a prisoner spin, it looks like. Wow, that's beautiful. So yeah, we'll go over to Throat and I'll see everyone hopefully later today for more Relay Rivals World Championships. Bye bye.